several years ago, Miss Hartogh here asked me to come into her classroom and teach classes, safety classes, and also classes to get the young kids familiar with what we do in hopes to make you not scared of us.
They were all sitting there, and in walks this police officer, and one of them goes, "Oh no, the cops are here," and literally tried to hide. And then another one was saying, "Oh, the police are bad guys, the police are bad guys." And we talked, and I asked him to talk about that. And it's amazing, because now these same children will see him and they know him as Rick or Mr. Osborne. Mine are expected to call him Officer Osborne because it's respectful. But
I'm all about our kids. I'm all about the community kids. I mean, I spend so much extra time trying to focus on the kids, because I truly believe that we catch them now, we'll be less likely to have to deal with them later. It's closing the gap for me. So, but this particular thing started, when she asked me to come in and do her classes. Of course, first time I'm nervous. I'm like, man, these kids are fixing to eat me alive, But I get in there and I realize that it's exactly where I want to be. Love it. Love interacting with these kids.
Each year, the classes choose different mission projects to help different people in the community or across the country, whatever. This year we chose to help. We have one that we do every week, and it has to do with an Indian mission in St. Bonaventure. But we also want to help the community, because we're all called to serve God, and that's to help other people.
During some of these presentations, it hit me one time, how can I get these kids more involved? What can I do to get them, more involved, where they'll stay with it, where it's not just a color book, it's not just a sticker, it's not just a 10-minute message and we go on. So I asked them, I want to think it was 2012, I asked Miss Hartogh in the class, could they raise teddy bears, because I distribute them. Still do it today with everything I got. And wow, I mean, I expected a handful of teddy bears. I come in, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't have enough space to carry them.
What we have done is, this year we decided to adopt the police department, and Rick is a good friend, and he's given me a hard time over the years, so I have to pick on him. But what we have done is, we have decided that when children are, this is emotional for me because I was a foster parent. When children are put in a situation where the police have to come and either remove them from their home or take them somewhere, we used to receive foster children who had garbage bags. And it broke my heart to see a child come in with any possessions that they had just shoved into a garbage bag. So we decided to come up with this idea to make a comfort bag, so that when the police did have a situation where there were children, that all they had to do was give them this bag, and they had a toothbrush and toiletries and a little bit of something to say somebody cared.
This year in particular, I mentioned the teddy bears again, and next thing I know, they come out with these awesome comfort bags. I mean, wow, what an idea. Totally hers, not mine, but what an idea.
These very simple bags that, they really aren't a lot to a lot of people, but we hope they make an impact in someone's life.
They got color books in there, they got notebook pads, pencils, hair combs, brushes, baby wipes, toothbrushes, soap, shampoo, pretty much anything that you might need to hold you over for a day or two. And actually, the first people I gave it to, we had to put up in a motel for 2 days till their family could come from Pennsylvania to get them. So because of that, they had soap to wash with, toothbrushes to take care of themselves, keep their hygiene up. The kids had something to do while,
Our goal was to do 15 bags, and we ended up with 51 or 52?
52.
52 bags in a month. So we were very pleased. We had people, other families in the school helped us out, people from the parish helped us out. So it was our community giving back to our community, because that's what we need to do.
The police department's a tool to use to reach out. So that's where it started for me. And I just happen to know a wonderful lady, and she's special. I mean, she really is.
The kids are delighted Now, my preschool did all of the, we did all the sorting, and I mean, my 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, we did all the sorting, we did all the stuffing. They got everything together without help from anyone because it was their mission project. And they always feel so good knowing that what they're doing is going to help someone else. Because we talk about, there are children in the world who aren't as lucky as we are. There are people in our community who have needs. And when it's especially children, it's good for my children to learn to give back, that it's not all about me. So I say my kids love doing it.
I come to Miss Hartogh and asked her class to raise teddy bears for us. And we use those teddy bears to give out to kids who've lost their homes, been in a fire, whatever the case is, and it helps out tremendously. So we spread them out through town. I am now getting people from the public to start sending cards, and they're sending in blankets and teddy bears, stuff coming from the public. So it is working. It is reaching out, and of course that's the whole point. Well, this year Ms. Hartogh called me. We come in and I asked her to do that, and they done something quite special this year. They made comfort bags. Y'all remember what comfort bags are? You remember what you put in them? What'd you put in them? Toys, coloring books, combs, toothbrushes. I mean, you name it, it's in there. And we've already used them 7 times. So it's a big help to us, and it's a great thing. So I'll tell you a few cases in the past. We've had burning houses that me and a couple of the officers in the fire department we went in and the house is destroyed. And you come out and you got an infant baby and nothing. And of course, the Red Cross comes in, they do what they can, but here we are, we're going to Walmart buying formula, milk, bottles, whatever, stopping at Quick Mart, heating them up, feeding the baby, buying a blanket, whatever. That's kind of where this stuff comes in at.
I've liked having him come in for my kids because they really do develop a different relationship with police officers. And even if mom and dad got a ticket, they'll say, but the police officer was nice. And I think that's a big impact.
These kids, some of them, the new ones, they ask the craziest questions. You ever shot anybody? No. How many people did y'all put in jail today? But that's really not what we're about, and being able to catch them when they're little and explain that to them and build that relationship. Because, I mean, be honest with you, when they get to the teenage years, we've pretty much lost them. If we haven't, built that connection prior to that, then we've lost them. What I want to do is I want to present these guys with a couple of awards for what they did this year. Some of y'all probably went through the classes the last couple of years. It's a big thing. So what I had made, had some photographs made of the police department, all signed, saying thank you for what they did this year. Okay? This goes to you guys. You want to hold that? And the fire department jumped in this year. Okay, so we had about half of these bags this year went to the fire department. Some goes to the EMS, but the fire department jumped up this year. So I think they caught wind of just how special what we're doing here is, and how special this school is for what they do. So this is another picture from the fire department, also autographed. We thank y'all. It's special what you do. We hope that relationship never ends with none of y'all. But we have one more award I'd like to give out. This is for the lady that puts all this together. Now, I know all y'all know Miss Hartogh, and she's real special to me. But she's also special to all of us, to the school, to the community. What she puts out, what she contributes is just unreal. Okay? She's a very special lady, and from my heart to you, Miss Hartogh, this is for your dedication and support to the public. You're so welcome. I carry more than just comfort bags. I have several blankets that I carry, and when I run out, they get replenished. There's people that reach out. But this school in particular, You know, what they do every year that I ask is just unreal. The response is unreal. It's a great place.
We're all placed here for a special reason, and that's to serve others. And we greatly appreciate what the police department and all of the extra services in our city do. And we've enjoyed having Officer Osborne come in and give us a hard time, haven't we? We didn't do this by ourselves. We had the help from a lot of people. A lot of your families and friends joined in and helped us. So we thank all of you, because this was our mission, and our mission is to serve others. And we didn't do this for awards. We did this to serve others because God has asked us to do that, right? Thank you all for your help.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. We're closing a gap between police and children, public, at an early age. So, and I think it's working. I think she'll tell you that. By the time we get to, say, Eel Kaufman, they're not afraid of the police. They know who we are well. They understand us, and they support us because of that. And that's basically what this whole thing's about for me. It's why I wanted to start. And it was just a quick idea, you know, and boom.
1, 2, 3, let's say it one more time. Daffodils. Okay, thank you.